Brought to you by Penguin.
The Responsible Globalist, written and read by Hassan Damluji. Chapter 1. Introduction. A nation is born when a few people decide that it should be. Paul Ignotus. We know that we need to cooperate in order to solve our biggest problems, from climate change to poverty, disease, and war. We are horrified that in so many countries politics is turning inwards because we know that this will leave our most pressing challenges unaddressed. But globalists, people who want more international cooperation and stronger global institutions, are yet to present a compelling vision. Too often we seem like defenders of the status quo. Too often we think that it is sufficient to tinker with the rules of the global economy or harangue political leaders who turn their back on international agreements. In this book, I argue that if we want the global system to work better, we need to learn something from nationalism. Identity matters. Group solidarity matters. Successful institutions can only sit on top of societies based on trust and a belief in common belonging. So if you want global institutions, you need people everywhere to feel a strong globalist identity. That does not mean erasing or even diminishing other forms of belonging. I am a deeply committed Briton, but I'm also proud of being a Londoner, a supporter of Brentford Football Club, and a member of my immediate family, not to mention my ties to my parents' countries of origin, Ireland and Iraq. Every reader will have various groups to which they simultaneously belong. All these complex identities can continue to thrive as we build on top of them a stronger feeling of common humanity. What kind of common bonds can support the level of global cooperation we need? There is only one form of human identity that has been able to tie millions, even billions of people of every different religion and political persuasion into a single, rules-based system. That is the idea of the nation. Born at the dawn of the Industrial Revolution as a byproduct of modernity, the nation has been a remarkably successful idea. It has convinced strangers who have never met that they should trust each other and cooperate without requiring of them any belief other than that they belong to the group. This concept has enabled some of our greatest achievements: democracy, the welfare state, unprecedented public safety, and many more. None of these would be possible without the basic trust between citizens that the myth of common nationhood brought. But it has fallen down because nations have been conceived in a way that excludes most people. That has led to internally coherent, trust-based societies that are nevertheless prepared to inflict unspeakable cruelty on people who fall beyond the circle of trust. Sometimes these others have been foreigners to be vanquished in battle. Often they have been people living inside the borders of the state who are not felt to belong and must therefore be removed or exterminated. And despite the benefits they have provided for their members, the limited national identities we have created do not allow for global problem-solving. 200 totally separate nation-states might all provide basic healthcare to their citizens, but would have very little to offer against problems that cross borders, like Ebola or climate change. In a globalized economy, they would have insufficient power to prevent catastrophic crashes and soaring inequality. Supporters of open politics therefore often call for an end to nationalism. They see a cosmopolitan future where we can all respect each other's differences and learn to accept diversity. This is a noble aim, but on its own, it is insufficient. We can never escape our instinctive tribalism. Like our other destructive instincts, it must be channeled in a positive direction rather than ignored. Many of the world's most dangerous political forces today are the result of elites trying to brush strongly held group identities under the carpet. What nationalists understand all too well is that for people to cooperate effectively, they need not only respect each other's differences, but also believe that they have something very important in common. What if we were to build a truly global nation? What if we could create a narrative of common belonging that all humans bought into, establishing the kind of trust and reciprocal obligations across humanity that members of a national community currently feel?
Sample complete. Ready to continue?